these empty words, these words that people really don't hear. And they're like, can we get on with it already? And those include things like boasting. Yes, be proud of your accomplishments, claim it. You know, many of us, when we were growing up, we were taught to share responsibility, share acclaim, share, you know, we. This search is not about we, this is about you. So if this is something that you were principally responsible for, claim it, own it, but don't be boastful and don't drag down other people. Say, yeah, I did this despite Joe, who was a real dummy, and all these other, no. Be mindful of cliches or jargon. You know, you may be speaking to someone who's familiar with your world, and then perhaps you'll have a little more leeway there. But, you know, we all, again, for those of us here in the DC area, in the federal space, there are more acronyms than we can count, and not everybody's going to know what they all are. So just be mindful of that. And then one of the bigger things is filler words. Like I just used, listen, practice, learn what your fault, where you're falling down, where you fill in those words, those holding phrases. Here's just a random list of things that as you start to record and practice your team A, and if you see some of these things in here, do the best you can to get rid of them. Some of them are so cliche and they're so baked into our thinking that, you know, sometimes we don't even recognize we're using them. And they just take up time and space that disengage the listener or the viewer. Some of them, you know, tend to lean towards being disparaging of maybe in a prior situation, you know, for example, oh, I hate, you know, working in teams, or I hate commuting. You know, no, that's fine. You can feel that way, but this is not the time to share and disclose that. So, you know, try to limit those negative, you know, no matter how your last situation might have ended, doesn't matter. We're not talking about your last situation. We're talking about the future and how you're going to make an impact in the next opportunity. So, you know, weed out those negative words.